You are watching the Doctalk Show.
Welcome back. We're discussing dental hygiene and bad breaths with our wonderful dentists, Dr. Chironde and Dr. Trevor. So just before we went for the break, we learned that how you brush your teeth really matters. If you do it too hurriedly or poorly, you will end up with bad breath. So I want to know what more, outside brushing teeth, what else could cause bad breath? You know, some people will religiously brush their teeth every day, but still the neighbors complain the smell is not good. So Dr. Chironde, why is that so? Despite doing whatever you say, they have scraped the tongue, you know, they are not using alcohol things, they have checked behind the teeth, they are not using toothpicks, but still the mouth scares people and people want to keep a distance.
Yes, as I told you, I had a girlfriend where I ran away, and when my wife told me, I got scared.
Exactly.
Now for me, my cases were not really dental. They were not dental. I had tonsils that were holding food. Tonsils were holding food, and when they were holding food, you know, when tonsils are holding food, you wake up one morning, you feel things are choking in your mouth. And
it's like there's pain here. Like
not really pain, but you feel there's food choking in your throat. And when you cough, tiny, round, hard things get out of your throat. If those tiny, hard things ever get out of your throat, you have a bad breath.
And then you run to the ENT very fast.
I ran to the ENT and plucked them out.
Okay. So tonsils, people should watch out for tonsils.
I thought my bad breath was coming from only the tonsils. Eventually, I got to realize it just changed the style or color or smell. Then a different kind of halitosis came in. This time it showed it is from the sinus.
The most common dental problem, I should say most common dental disease in the world is dental caries, or we shall call it having holes in the teeth.
The same as dental decay.
Exactly. You know that there are these teeth, the wisdom teeth, that are very far back there. So you might not actually be able to see the hole when you open your mouth in the mirror, but the hole is there. Okay, and your toothbrush might not be able to go that far. So you can have
So what should
cavities.
people do in that case? You know, the places which are hard to brush, you can't reach the back of the teeth. What do they do in that case?
Well, there's always a solution to everything. If your problem is bad breath, most times the first person to tell you is a person you sleep next to. That's the first person to tell you. If they don't tell you, they don't like you. Okay. When that person tells you...
You're not putting people through a test, that's the first test of love.
Exactly.
But anyway,
if that person, if you're aware of that, you have to now try to find out, what am I going to do about it? With an ordinary person, you might not be able to detect what is causing it, and that is where we come in. That is what we are supposed to do.
The dentists.
Exactly.
So
as level 1.
So the rule is anyone with bad breath, you first come to the dentist.
Yes, but I want you to understand, when you begin to look for a solution to bad breath, it is a journey. Looking how you eat, looking how you behave, then go to the dentist. Let him look for those problems. And the other mistake people make is to ever remove a tooth.
What do you mean? Like tooth extraction?
Exactly. Yes. Exactly. Once you remove...
it's not people removing, it's the dentist removing.
Yes. Over years, people used to come to dentists. Even people still come today, and they tell you, I want my tooth out.
But so the cases where, like, the teeth are really bad, and you say no.
Yes, if it's really bad, let it get out. That is what we are taught in school. But
that is at the cost of the
That is what we are taught in school. If it's really bad, take the damn thing out. Because it can cause a lot of more problems. But if it's out, try to explain to this patient that please, at one point in time, go back to a dentist, have it replaced. Because
replaced.
Exactly.
Yes.
Don't leave it like that.
Yes, you are not supposed to leave it. just like that. Because that is why the Baganda say, Muganda will always insist, once you remove a tooth, you will get bad smells. Because the Muganda has experienced
it through the traditions.
And that is the truth.
Interesting, interesting. So tooth extraction you don't recommend?
No. And if you have had a tooth extraction, please try to replace that tooth.
Okay. Anything else?
That being said,
yes.
I think it's important that we have people understand that extracting wisdom teeth does not fall under the same category we are talking about. Those teeth are special in that they cause more problems than benefits. So your dentist will most likely advise you to take them out, and most people will worry. They'll be like, what will happen to my smile? What if this happens? No. Okay. Wisdom teeth are safe to extract.
Actually, in America, with somebody, when somebody in US, when somebody is 18 and above, they just remove the wisdom teeth.
All right, so learning points.
And that thinking hasn't really set in Uganda, but I really think we should learn to remove our wisdom teeth, because brushing is very difficult on those last teeth.
Maybe people have to know what are wisdom teeth.
Those
Because you've confused them, you've told them when you remove the teeth, you might get bad breath, but now you're telling them remove the wisdom tooth.
The reason they're called wisdom teeth, I think, is because of the age at which they come, for those people who get them anyway. They come at around 18, 19, 20, 21. So people believe that that is an age of wisdom. You're wise. Okay, so they call them wisdom teeth.
But where are they? Like, where are they in the mouth?
They are the very last teeth you have. Like if you got your finger and you put it as far back as possible on the last tooth, chances are you're touching your wisdom tooth.
The last tooth inside the mouth are the wisdom tooth.
Down and up.
So why do we have to remove them again?
They cause more problems. Number one, you will not be able to clean all of them. Some people are lucky, they are quite in front, but most people, they are too far behind for you to brush. And that's the thing I was talking about previously. If you can't clean it, it's only going to cause you pain and suffering. Okay?
So that's the only circumstance where you remove?
That is the only time where extraction is not going to have any bad effects towards a person.
Okay, interesting. So dental caries, obviously a big problem.
Yeah.
Poor oral hygiene. Is there anything else, in the mouth which can contribute?
Nevertheless, in case of a denture, if somebody wears a denture and is not instructed on how to use a denture, the denture can
is the denture the same as a brace? Are they the same? What are dentures?
A denture is those plastic teeth that we put in and get out.
Okay,
those removable teeth. If a patient
teeth
doesn't know how to use those dentures, the dentures will bring halitosis.
Interesting.
If crown and bridge work is done and they don't settle in well, they will hold food and the patient will get halitosis. If a filling is done and it gets a cavity around, or it's holding food. For example, if a filling is done in between teeth, sometimes this is a tooth and the hole is in between here. So if the filling is not done well, it will hold food in between the teeth and will cause halitosis.
Okay, so sometimes the procedures we do, if they're not done properly, might contribute.
Yes.
Okay.
So that is why when you have halitosis, the first person you should go to is the dentist. But you shouldn't exceed more than 2 or 3 dentists. If you're
even 3 is a big number, but okay.
Yes.
But why is that? What does
because
that mean?
People come to a clinic and they tell you, I have visited 5 dentists and I've had this halitosis, and you really say, yeah, but the truth
but
is,
what's the problem? They're looking for the cause. So
the truth
how is that a problem?
The patients go to a dentist and they never tell the dentist if they have halitosis. They go and say, wash my teeth. Patients think that halitosis is due to only poor hygiene. It is not the case.
Not always the case. Okay, so more about this coming after the break. If we are interested in what we're talking about, halitosis, bad breath, if you've had an experience of it and maybe want to share your comments or questions, please post them on our social media platforms on Facebook and Twitter. we're glad to respond to each one of them. So stay tuned. We'll be right back shortly after the break.
You are watching the Doctalk Show.